And now we're off to see the sinkhole first because it's a little bit foggy this morning. So we're going to go and see the gardens first, and hopefully the sun burns the fog away and we can then see the blue lake in all its glory. Alright, we're heading to the Umpherston sinkhole. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's been turned into a sunken garden. And it's only about, what time is it? 9-ish in the morning. And there's nobody here, which is good. There's cars there, but I still haven't seen a person. So it just means we've got it all to ourselves. So I'm just gonna put the... Yeah, there's a few people there. So it's famous for all the hanging vines and pretty gardens down there. It's got a windy path down to it, but it's nice and easy. Just the history of the gardens. There's a few little stairs, but nothing too difficult. Yeah, they are really pretty. Smile. So there's this cool little cave behind the vines. The entrance to it's just tucked behind those stairs, and it's just little.
Yeah, it's a little hidden and you don't realise it's here.
Yeah, someone else told us it was here. So before we left, we just came to have a look. We're at the Blue Lake, Mt Gambier. It's really beautiful here. It's very quiet and serene. It's about 10:30 in the morning and the sun's burned off, so there's no mist, and it's just a beautiful location. This is just one of the lookouts that we stopped at. Not sure what the significance of all the locks are on here. I hadn't heard that they did that, but it looks quite cool. Doesn't detract from the prettiness. All right, we've got time before we head to the Adelaide Hills, so we're going to do the 3.6 kilometre circuit right the way around the lake. There's a few lookouts here and there, so we're just going to take our time and enjoy the walk. It's such a beautiful day today. So you'll notice the blue. Okay, you notice the blue colour. Apparently it gets bluer in the summer. So from November through to March, it's more blue. And then it goes to grey for the winter. So we're here in May, so we still get some of the blue, but Richard was here when he was 11 or 12, and he remembers it being a lot more blue. So he was probably here earlier in the year. It's so quiet. All you can hear is the sound of birds. It's beautiful. This is another lookout, and it does have a few padlocks as well, and we looked at them closer. They've all got little lovey-dovey things on them, so obviously that's a significance, a bit like the ones on the Paris bridges. And this is the stunning view from this side. It's just beautiful. And this morning you can hear a few cars in the background, but basically mostly just the bird noises. So this is another lookout with another aspect of the lake. The walk has been pretty easy, a couple of very small hills. It's a wide, over 1 meter wide path. People walk their dogs here. They can walk prams, there's joggers, everyone's enjoying it.
And everyone's friendly and says hello while you're walking, so be prepared to sometimes talk.
Alright, this is the Tourist Information Centre. You can do tours to the pump house from here and go down to the pontoons. We just did the walk instead, and these are the only public toilets on the whole route. We're heading out of Mt Gambier now, on our way to the Adelaide Hills, where we're staying for the next 3 nights. We're going the coastway, so we're going to Kingston SE first, which is 1 hour and 35 minutes away, and we'll be 44% battery when we get there, so we'll top up there and then head to the Adelaide Hills. There's just this plantation forest as far as the eye can see ever since we left town. Vineyards on one side, plantation forests on the other. Lots and lots of them. Coming into Kingston SE, beautiful green grass, all those lovely Norfolk pines. Can see the water. This is Marine Parade. The jetty's coming up. The chargers are at the Marine Parade parking, so we'll be there shortly. This is the Kingston SE charging station. Plenty of chargers. We're the only ones here. I use the ChargeFox app, so we started it with the app. We just unlocked it, found the port number, and super easy. And now we're charging. Now we're going to go and find some lunch. So we walked into town and found this little cafe called Cafe Bliss. Got milkshakes and some takeaway. They were just about to close at 2, but we're eating outside in this beautiful sunny area. We're gonna head back to the car shortly and have a bit of a walk on the beach until it's charged up to our satisfaction. This cute little park is right near the charging stations. There's a little bike track. There is a big kids playground area. There is a big double-sided barbecue area. There's a little pergola with a nice mural. There's a little display of old machinery. It's close to 2 cafes at least, and a pub and a fish and chip shop. So there's lots here. It's sleepy on a Tuesday, but there was enough open that we could get a bite to eat while we're charging. We only need to be here for about 40 minutes all up. This mural's really pretty. One side it's a bird with the waves and that peering thingamajig, and the other side it's a cool sea life scene up inside the pergola with dolphins and fishies and everything. Right, we're walking down the Kingston jetty. It's a beautiful day, so we thought we'd walk out and see the ocean.
And it's just nice to walk off a bit of that food, which was really nice.
Yeah,
So,
we had a snack at the Bliss Cafe and it was yummy, but we need to walk it off before we get in the car for another 3 hours to Mount Lofty. Look at all the seaweed everywhere. Lots of seaweed. More seaweed than sand.
Oh, yeah.
This is just past Policeman's Point. It's the best view we've had of the ocean since we left Kingston SE. The sun is just gorgeous. Bit glary for driving purposes, but how beautiful is this bay? Just beautiful. Okay, we just pulled over at the Ampol charging station at Tailem Bend because based on how we've been driving the day before, the nav was telling us we were going to be at -2% by the time we got to Mount Lofty House. So we put on, what's it called?
range assistant. We took off the air conditioning and
Drove slower.
yeah, 90 k's. I set cruise control for 90 k's an hour. It was nice and comfortable.
And so now it's telling us we could get to Mount Lofty without charging and still have 10% left. But we're just going to top up here anyway. We want to go to the loo, get a drink. We'll top up just so we feel comfortable and then we head. But we would have made Mount Lofty just doing how we did it.
And it made a difference of just changing our driving habits of 12% actual charge. So that's actually quite significant in the long run.
All right, just with that really short time, how long were we here?
We'll have to look less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes. We're now at 65%, so the car's actually telling us we can turn off the range optimizer, which means we can use the aircon, etc. And we can just have a more comfortable trip the rest of the way. I mean, it's cooling down now anyway. It's after 5 o'clock at night, but we can now have a more comfortable journey and no range anxiety. We're home for the next 3 nights, which is very exciting. Bit of a splurge. Sparkling wine on arrival. Lovely room and bathroom. And we've even got
Here, have a look.
a veranda.
Quite spectacular out here. Beautiful view.
View over the pool. And in the daylight, this is going to be stunning. It's pretty nice right now. Beautiful veranda where we could have some drinks and so on.
And it's not even cold.
Absolutely gorgeous.